All right, so hello everyone. Welcome back to another team sync from Talent Protocol. Welcome back to Sarah since she's back from vacation. This week marks a new sprint, so as always, feel free to take a look at the rest of our team update document and in particular to the sprint planning. So that you know what our goals and focuses are for the coming 2 weeks. All right, so let's just quickly recap last week. Pedro Oliveira on season 3.
Hello, everyone. So for season 3, the main thing is that we decided on official launch date on the 12th of October. So about 1 week after we communicate to the community the planning for season 3. And yeah, that's it. That's just an announcement. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And next for the test code coverage, since Ruben is on vacation, he's getting married, so he's going to be gone from these calls for a few ones. Fred, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, thanks. So a big win since June. We improved our test coverage from 17% to 45%. We want to achieve 90% until the end of the week, so the end of the year. So still a lot to cover, but nonetheless a big win so far.
Yeah, and it's good to point out that the test coverage has already prevented bugs, and also it already covers pretty critical parts of our application. And as we will discuss later on the product plan, but us having a public API and so on is going to be very important. And so it's great to have this test coverage up so that we have everything ready for that. Pedro, about the community call.
Yeah, so the blog post is coming out, and we're actually gonna revisit that question on priorities because we discussed it afterwards. So pay attention to the blog post. I think it's coming out tomorrow, and it's also important. It's more like a request to there's not much time left for people to give their feedback on the feedback suggestions channel on Discord. So we have until the 23rd of September. I'm not sure if this was clear during the last community call. I don't think it was. We're only accepting feedback until the 23rd of September for a very simple reason. I mean, we need to collect that feedback, process it, and then analyze it, and then put it in the final plans, which we'll be presenting on the 4th of October. So you can see the comments there. Maybe I'm not, depends on maybe Philippe, if we're doing any like newsletter on the Polygon launch or something like that, like updates on Talent Protocol, maybe you can reinforce this message. I don't know exactly. You read my thoughts. So just a request to reinforce it a couple times more.
Perfect. Keep going, Pedro. You have the next two.
So this was a big challenge how to when I presented the product vision in the community call number 9, we have the .tel career metadata at the core, and then 3 building blocks that are fundamental. One is the network, and Lial is actually doing some things on the social graph front there. The other one is the learning, and we actually have a learning festival coming soon. So I think we're doing some cool stuff on that front. And the last one is the work building block, and we have this opportunities pilot starting next month. And I was kind of luck for a little bit there, but last week we were able to unblock it. So if you check opportunities pilot, no need to check it now, but whoever wants, you can see inside what's the plan. we're just basically going to use palette, which covers like 80%, 75%. There's not an exact number here, but it covers a lot of the features we want to deliver. Yeah, there's some trade-offs. It's not part of our platform and all of that. And there's no interoperability, and there's some things we can't do because, I mean, we're not managing palette product. But yeah, we're gonna start with that, and as soon as we close the first partner, and each partner, the pricing is 250K TAL for a 6-month seat for one person on the organization, which is basically 5K USDC. And yeah, as soon as we close the first one, then we can start like the actual MVP, the coding the actual MVP for our product and outside of Palette. So that was the plan, and thank you, Felipe and Francisco and Gustavo for helping me get there. There was other people I talked to, like David, one of our advisors, and Sanya. So yeah, I'm happy where we got. It's frugal. It's frugal in different ways. We're using someone else's app for doing this, so we're not developing anything for that, and it covers the basic fundamentals of what we want to do. It's frugal on a second part, which is we're gonna make our first revenues. So this is gonna be interesting because right now the only revenues we made were grants or investment, which are legit, super legit. But I think this welcomes a new age of frugality. The other one is, yeah, Lisbon's Web3 season coming up. We already have a taste with the NearCon. Today I have a couple of events, then I need to go. Tomorrow I'll be at the conference. I guess I'll see you, some of you, face to face there. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go, but I know Luminita is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Who else is gonna be there? Isabel, are you gonna be there?
Yes, Francisco,
Uh,
Sarah.
Yeah,
Francisco, Sara as well. All right.
the whole
So Pedro
family
Pereira,
almost.
we apologize. Maybe the next one will be in Begin, in the north, near Begin conference.
DevCon Porto.
DEFCON Porto, yes. I saw that somewhere and I voted for that one. So yeah, I'm feeling pumped at the same time. Word of advice. This no, not for NearCon, but for the Lisbon. I call it the Lisbon is so nice silly season, which goes end of October all the way till mid beginning of November. Word of advice: it's exhausting. So breathe in before, do some yoga and stuff. Take it easy during this period, because it can be very exhausting. For me, it is. At some point during the events, I just go and stop talking to people because I can't anymore. So some people would feel engaged with this notion. Anyway, I remember Sarah, we had this conversation. Anyway, that's it from my side.
Yeah, I mean, if we take last year's example, I think it's going to be a really cool week, especially given that we'll have our own events going on with the Nights and Talent House. So feeling pumped as well. Right, next one is mine. Short and sweet, which is Polygon is live on the beta. I mean, I'm going to have to do a big retro on this task since, yeah, we all know that it should have been done quite a while ago, but I think the end result is good in the sense that the app is truly prepared to be multi-chain. So, I mean, if we were to want to go to a different chain that allows the same smart contracts that we're using, It's just a matter of configuration right now, which is cool. So something to keep in mind, but let's see how Polygon goes, how being multi-chain goes, and think if that's a possible growth strategy that we want to tackle, especially once we get closer to the token watch. So yeah, just wanted to share that. And lastly, another good one. Isabel, do you want to just give a quick update on the ambassador program?
Sure thing. So bringing some ambassadors program energy. So pretty much we closed the applications last Sunday, and we received for this first cohort of ambassadors 317 applications. From that, we shortlisted third of them, so meaning like 10%. And then we interviewed 23 people so far. I'm going to interview 3 more today. And we already announced the first 12 ambassadors last Wednesday during the community call, but we are closing the cohort by the end of today with like the interviews that I did between Wednesday and today. What's going to happen next? So throughout this week and next week as well, they're going through an onboarding week, which means there are like some synchronous sessions to explain more about talent protocol or tech stack, like how to build a stellar talent profile in the platform and so on, plus like more operational like sides like tasks as well that they have to perform. This onboarding will go throughout this week and the next 2 other weeks, meaning by the end of September. But so far it's going great. So definitely by tomorrow we'll be able to share the full list of ambassadors, and it's a new era that's coming to Talent Protocol, and like I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for those that were on the community call, we already got a brief introduction about a few ambassadors, and I think that was definitely a highlight of the call. So yeah, really pumped about this as well. Thank you, Isabella. And now last part around metrics. I mean, I don't think there is a lot to talk about here. I mean, in general, the metrics are green. We had a bit of a downturn in terms of app visitors, but at the same time, the number of active users went up and the number of talent token candidates went up as well. And it's going to be cool next week to start including here some metrics around Polygon for next week. So that's going to be interesting to see. Sarah.
Just a question. 20% in increasing active users is actually, it looks to me a bit significant. Do we understand why it happened?
I can take a look if those were new users or recent users.
My guess is that's related to the talent hunt.
Okay.
But yeah, if you could take a look, see kind of if the increase is new users or old users, it would be interesting.
Yeah, by looking at
both could be related to the talent hunt. It can be people signing up to invite and kind of win, and the people coming.
Yeah. So by looking at the talent hunt, but not the talent hunt, but the number of users that actually filled in there. So let me just show the metrics here. Yeah, so if we take a quick look here, this is just trying to make this bigger. I mean, the results from the talent hunt should be somewhere around here, which is the number of users that actually finish the beginner quest. And that doesn't seem to be that big of an increase. But we should check the results for this.
Yeah, but maybe is the other, so that could be the other way, which is not the people joining, but people that were already users logging in again to invite people.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a big enough pump that we should take a quick look at it, yeah, and understand it a bit better.
Thanks.
All right, so I think that's it, guys and girls. Sorry. Thank you everyone for joining, and see you next week. Have a nice one.